You've been asked by clients to generate action line designs, perhaps for manga comics, or how to create them in Photoshop, PC or Mac. First thing to do, go to File and New, and I would suggest going for 3000 by 3000. Set the resolution to 144, RGB colour and white, and click Create. Next thing to do, just go over here and select the triangle tool. So triangle tool there, and select shape and set the fill to black. And then drag and create that shape. I would suggest something fairly wide so you can actually select it, move it, resize it. If you make it too thin, it's very hard to select. With that, just go to the move tool and then hold down the Alt or Option key and drag, or use Command or Control J to duplicate it. And then you can create that. And I would suggest just drag it down maybe a bit lower than this one. Don't go at the top, above the top. I want a sharp edge, sharp point there I should say. So sharp point there, doesn't particularly matter down here, as long as it just goes off the edge at the bottom, that's fine. And you can repeat this multiple times. So I just create multiple lines, and you can see as I hold down the Alt or Option key, I can create multiple copies of this. And then I can just resize some of them, maybe just drag it a bit, make it a bit bigger so you can vary it. Now, you'll notice that this one has gone off the edge, the top, so I'm just going to drag it down so you can see it like that. And you can position them different spacing, just vary it. And you can create multiple copies of this. So let's just, again, hold down the Alt or Option and drag, and again, repeat that. So once you've got quite a few lines, you might not want to continue creating more and more. You could make them all unique, but you can also simply select all the existing ones. So go to Layers. With that, just select all of these, so all selected, and then hover over one of them. Hold down the Alt or Option key and drag. And you can see then you can get another set. And you can repeat this multiple times. Now sometimes if you suddenly slightly miss it, it will just deselect everything. Just happens. But you can select, of course, go over and select different ones. So a whole group, so you can select maybe that group, just drag over some of them. So you've got those selected, and then drag again. And you can put them on top of existing ones as well. Whole range of different options to create these lines. You can also add additional spaces there. Okay, once you've got all these lines, what you can then do is you can just rasterize the whole lot and flatten it. You could, of course, manipulate it further, maybe change the colors, etc. So layer and go down to flatten image. So flatten image, and now it's all one pixel layer. Now all you have to do is go and select a filter. So filter, and the one I'm going to be using is this one, polar coordinates. And you can find that in distort and polar coordinates. Select that, and with that, go for this one, rectangular to polar. And you can see as I move it around, you can see the result now. It's a fairly small preview. Just click OK. And of course, you can always undo it. And you can see now you've got something like that. A whole variety of different designs can be created by just selecting these and creating maybe thinner ones. So let's just go and do that. Select this one, the background. Make certain it's deselected here. It's just a little lock so you can actually hold down Shift, and then you can just drag this across, make very thin ones. And press Return or click the OK. And again, Alt or Option key and drag. And you can then drag over like this, and you can vary it. Obviously, I would suggest make certain you don't get the transparency at the top. You can resize it, just stretch this one down, select this one. If you've made a mistake, which I have, just there, you can just see a bit of transparency. I don't want that. But what you can do, all kinds of designs, maybe hold this down and then hold the Shift and resize it and get something like very thin lines. Whole range of different designs can be created this way. And press Return again. And repeat that. Now I don't want any transparency, so I'm just going to continue to the point over to the edge there. Got this now? Well, I can then do exactly the same as before and go to Layer and Flatten Image. Now none of these lines are particularly going to beyond the top. Maybe that one, maybe. Well, again, Filter and Polar Coordinates. You just use the option here and you get that. So you can see you can repeat this multiple times to create all kinds of unique, brilliant action lines for manga comics or other things, of course. However, say you want this central part. You don't want it so intense right at the centre. Well, just go over here and select the ellipse tool. So select the ellipse tool here in the tools panel. Go up here and set it to white. Or, of course, you might want another colour, but I'm going to go with white there. So with white, and set this to 0. I don't want any edge around it, otherwise you get a little edge. It's a shape option. You could, of course, at this point just go to pixels. It's a pixel layer, so you could just use that and just drag over like that. And you've got that. Now, you'll notice one thing here. Obviously, it now cuts off. So perhaps you might prefer the option for shape, because with the shape, you can just apply the shape like that, get something like that. And now you can apply an effect, a blur. So just go over here to filter, down here to blur, and I would suggest Gaussian blur. So Gaussian blur, convert to smart object. And now what you can do, just blur it slightly. And you can see you can push it too far, maybe 30 in this case, obviously by 3000 by 3000, and click OK. And you've got a slightly blurred central image now for that. And of course now you can add your figure as a layer, etc. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know. Bye.